Alright, we are back, everybody, and we're going to be exploring the drilling area. Let's see. Lower service bridge. Got it. And our first... Hey, wait, welcome party. Gunner, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for being derpy. Alright. Let's see. Gunners and machine gun guards. Not too bad, not too bad. As long as we have the higher... Whoa. As long as we have the higher ground, we are O-A-K. Or is it A-OK? Nah, whoa. Oh, man. My mind is still trying to work right now. I'm recording this at like 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's a little early for me, but I know I have a busy day today, so I thought I'd get a little quick 2 in before the morning rush to get to work. But gotta think about it. Who else hasn't done stuff like that? You know, they're just like, I got a long day today, but I got 5 minutes. How about I just put in a little gaming time and call it a morning? So far, this actually hasn't been too hard. I mean, there's been a huge condensed batch of stroke that I just eliminated, but for the most part, it's actually been pretty easy. Granted, you know, grenades helped out a lot with that. Ooh. Let's see if I can... Yep, surprise, gladiator. Ooh. Let's get some dancing going on. There's other enemies that you can do this with. Enforcers are another, where you can just sneak up on them, and all of a sudden, you know, they start getting locked into a melee loop. Just like the gladiator. We haven't met them yet, but the Iron Maidens are another one. Gunners, on the other hand, unfortunately, do not. You can't use that tactic. Oh my goodness! Oh, that was stupid. Alright, this is what I don't get, you know. This is supposed to be a thoroughfare, right? Of a mining operation. And then, all of a sudden, in the middle of this thoroughfare is these huge, you know, guillotine-like doors. Yeah, about that. It doesn't make much logical sense for that. At least in my eyes, it doesn't. It just seems like it's tacked on for no reason whatsoever. In any case, we're pretty close to where we need to be. And I see a gunner. He hasn't seen me for some whatever reason. But things like that just scream for a grenade. I mean, I think over the course of this challenge, I have found a lot of use out of just hand-tossed grenades. When I first... Oh yeah, I lowered the service bridge, but of course we have to go through heck and back to just get to where we just saw, which is kind of crappy. But back to my original... Oh jeez. Oh my goodness. That... Okay, I'm gonna go back for some health and risk this. Okay, that was terrible. That was just some stupid footwork. I can't even remember what I was saying at this point. That just shocked me right out of my revelry here. This is what happens when you play early in the morning and you're not fully awake. You make stupid mistakes like that. Oh, that woke me up, that's for sure. Talk about an adrenaline rush when your online avatar starts getting hurt. Wow, what was I saying? That just totally knocked me out of my thought process. Okay, well, if it was important, I'll remember it. If it wasn't important, well, it doesn't really matter. But what is important right now is that I get health. And there's oh, hello, gunners. And there's nearby health to get. I think that'll do. So now it's time to move onward. We are going to be out of the borehole. This is the drilling area. Well, whatever. But we're going to continue on. We're not going to be back in this area again. Drilling area. Okay, so we're not going to be back in the borehole again. This is our last foray into the drilling area. Oh gosh, I remember that this took the longest time when I first played this game. What the heck do I do? I mean, seriously. It wasn't, you know, I was wandering around over and over, checking other places, even going back up to the upper drilling area, until I realized that all you had to do was shoot those two light, almost like light fixtures. That was all you needed to do. And I'm just like, really? Really? That was completely vague. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh jeez. Okay. Looks like the other guy's... Oh, I thought he was... Oh my god. Whew. I thought he was stuck on, like, the geometry of the level. Hey, secret I can't use. Well... Not exactly the armor and health ratio I wanted to get to this lower mining area, but it's gonna have to do. This looks impressive. Ooh, nice shiny special effects. Just seems kind of awkward that they placed this huge drill for apparently no reason in just this one location of the mine. Alright, lower mines. Now, these technicians, for some reason, are initially programmed to go all the way to the end of the hall and then come back. I think I broke them out of that. But why that was originally the case, I'm not exactly sure. But either way, we got rid of them. And this level marks the level where I originally hated the most on my first, second, and third playthroughs through this game. This level was rather kind of annoying. Because this involved far more platforming than you would initially expect out of a Quake 2 level. And most of it is over, you know, instant death. I mean, once you fall in that lava that's down below many of these pits, I mean, you might as well just call it quits, because there's no way out of some of that. Okay. Now, you could go after that armor that was down the other passageway, but it's a trap. You'll fall into some water, and only the most skilled of acrobatic players will be able to get that armor, and then manage to be able to get back here, so... And that gunner's severely at a disadvantage. Okay, and, there actually was an outtake here that happened. I won't spoil it, but it wasn't exactly because I died. I'll tell you that. At the end of the video, I'll tack on a small little clip of outtake, and it'll be something that I'll be doing for any future videos of Quake 2 where I've actually either died or broke the boundaries of my challenge. So look forward to that. That's for sure. Okay, this area, if you were to have grabbed that rocket launcher way back down that hallway, you would have had to be running for your life from a drill that would have squished you instantly if you got in its way. So it kind of forced you into this hallway, this little catwalk, and there's some earthquake. Oh my goodness, that does a very good job of trying to throw you off balance. So, yeah, that would have been a dangerous situation if I'd grabbed that rocket launcher. Would have had to run for my life, been forced into that catwalk, had to battle 3 technicians, and all of a sudden the earthquake happens, giving me a good shot at falling into the lava. Yeah. So, if you really want that rocket launcher, go get rid of the technicians first, and then go back and get it, and then dash, make a dash for the opening there. Oh. Almost didn't see that technician there. For some reason, I just don't remember him being there in previous playthroughs. Okay, I know this guy's up there. I can remove one of them. I should be okay. Believe it or not, we're basically done with the lower mines. I mean, that last hurdle with the 3 technicians, that was probably the last biggest... Oh, don't want to touch that large health. Obstacle of the level. Okay, how I'm walking on thin air between the bars. Black magic. Alright, we are just about done with this unit. It took a little longer than I thought it would, but, you know, hey, whatever. I'm not complaining. We just have a couple more obstacles between us and our goal, and we can move on with this meta side quest. Oh ho! That was a good splatter. Now, technically, I could probably rush the elevator, hit the switch, and go, but there's too much of a chance that they could whip out their machine guns or lasers and hit me on the way up. If they all decided to both miraculously do the rockets, I might have enough time before those rockets go flying to get out of their range and the level end. But, nah. I'll just use up my vast store of grenades and just get rid of them properly. Because I just don't really want to take that chance. And I'm pretty sure other people didn't want to take that chance too. Now I have seen this ridiculous speed run where this dude like literally just hops on the heads of Strogue left and right, gets to this elevator, hits the switch, jumps on over to the secret, you know, on the right there, yeah, with the adrenaline, and then jumps back onto the elevator, and then the level ends. And the Strogue are like, what the heck was that? Alright, let's see. How far did we travel? Okay, we're done with the mines. And apparently there's something dangerous waiting for us at the top, because we're ready for it. And we're traveling back. I thought our purpose was traveling forward, traveling north. Why are we backtracking? Oh, this is why we're backtracking. We need to go to the factory and shut this down. It's not really one of our major objectives, which is shut down the security grid, take down the big gun, destroy the Macron. It's more like a humanitarian mission, which is help our buddies out, because they're being tortured, they're being mutilated, they're being turned into Strogue. And we don't want any of more of our dead Marines being turned into more enemies. So, let's talk about that for a sec. But let's get some room to maneuver, and then let's talk about that. Okay. Alright, now, what exactly are the Strogue? The Strogue I can almost akin to, like, the Borg from Star Trek. Okay, cue cries of outrage from Star Trek fans. But no, really, that's kind of exactly what they are. Resistance is futile, and they're also similar to zombies, too. Cue zombie fan outrage. Alright, well, if you want to put the 2 and 2 together, they're basically similar in nature. Whenever you go fight them, you know, it just seems like there's an endless horde of them, and that's because when one of your own dies, they can take the bodies of the fallen warriors and convert them into more Strogue. And to top that off, any dead Strogue, unless you give them, can be revived. That has been evident by medics who can revive dead Strogue. I mean, sure, you can give them, and the medics can't do anything with them, but I'm sure, you know, off-screen, they could probably take those, you know, body parts and reform them into a different type of Strogue. I mean, it's like, unless you can shut down all their processing factories and the entire planet of Strogos, I mean, honestly, I don't know what killing the Macron is ultimately gonna do. It's like cutting off the head, but the body still remains. It's just like we're just fighting a losing battle against a relentless enemy here that they can just convert any one of us and any one of their own, either living or dead, into just more Strogue. You just can't win, but yet we're still trying. It's relentless. Oh, and here's a new enemy here. The Brain. kind of useless if you ask me. They only have 2 different types of attacks. Tentacles that come out of their chest, and their hook arms. That's pretty much it. They're only dangerous if you happen to not see them and allow them to get close enough to you. And in which case it's your own fault. They do have a power shield though, which absorbs a lot of attacks. But beyond that, that's really the only thing going for them. I know that the Reckoning, I think it is, either that it's Ground Zero, introduces a new type of beta class of brain, and it changes those enemies around completely, to the point where they're just absolutely deadly. You don't even want to have them even see you. They're just that horrible. That looks obvious secret. Ooh, very good secret. Very nice lava bridge. Looks like an obvious trap. And it is! Oh my, oh jeez. That hurt. I called it, and I thought I was prepared, but apparently I still got hit anyway. I'm just picking up these rockets for no reason. Not really sure why this bridge is here to begin with. There's a lot of design decisions that if you really were to think about them logically, you're just like, why'd they do that? That makes no sense in the overall content of the facility. Oh, and right over that bridge, beyond that, or I should say that waterfall, is the entrance to the level 23 or 29 seconds, whatever it is. That's a small secret level, and you literally have 23 to 29 seconds to run around and grab as many weapons and ammo and health and armor that you can see. And I think that is also where you get your first BFG in this entire mission, is through that secret level. Outside of that, you're gonna have to wait till Unit 6. There's just no getting around that. And even then, the BFG is not in plain sight, it's in a secret. So, they're not giving the BFGs out freely. That's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go back and... There we go. Might as well stock up on bullets. Oh yes, more platforming, but we'll get to that. Okay, now we're getting into a part of the game, the processing plant, where they make the strobe from dead Marines and processed body parts. Yeah, when I first played this game, and these were actually top-notch graphics, back then, they got this particular part of the level got a little gross. And I will admit that I was a little queasy and sick viewing some of these processing machines, as it were. But that was back then, and now, since, graphics have been upgraded, to intense levels, so they're hyper-realistic, these types of graphics depicting these types of things is just more kind of like, meh, I'm kind of jaded now. It doesn't faze me as much as it did back then when I was a little kid, when I shouldn't have been playing this game, but I did. But first we got to get to the processing plant. Oh, and tank is in the house. In fact, I think that's the only tank in this level. Yeah, I think this is the only tank in this entire unit until Unit 6. Oh goodness. I was not really paying attention to the sound cues there. Alright. Oh, come on, just die. Thank you. Okay. And we just missed our platform, so now we gotta wait for them to take the whole route back down. Oh, yay. Alright. Get out. Oh, jeez. Get over here. Fine, I'll just throw grenades at you. Oh my goodness. Apparently he can too can play that game. Okay, there is a secret if you decide to look up in that little opening, and, well, shoot. Can't do anything about that. Anyway, it looks like we're coming up on time before we start our next processing round tour. We will see you later. Alright, and I think, yeah, there's a gunner up here, so I'm going to switch to a machine gun. And there's a tank down there. I'm going to just flip that switch and and I just picked up that large health, didn't I? Dang it!